Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry for James Conner. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Hey, Haywood!
2nd down and inches. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be caught. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 59 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. 3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. From the gun, here's Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 22, Newton. That's caught. It's Thomas. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 7-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now the Panthers get set, 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to account for Cam Newton on this play.
Joker. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line.
Let's go.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, tighten down. Hey, high 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Escaping the pressure right. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. The Jets out to the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
60 yards. Smooth. Hurry, hurry. Ready?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Gordon. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. There he goes left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 6th touchdown of the season. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point now by Boswell. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Boswell good with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On 1st down, Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The drive will start with Connor, and an alley to run. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Hey.
first and 10. Gordon finds his running back, James Conner.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
At the 40-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or lights out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
Looking to throw. Gordon. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
X3, 218, chop. Hey, box drop, box drop. Go.
Back to throw. Gordon. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the...
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Great. 20.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Now Newton on first down. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Newton. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Newton now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Again, Newton. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
In your face.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And he's got his target. That's more. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Newton now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Check 31, check 31. Check 20.
They'll try to run this one in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
At the 1-yard line.
Second and goal from the 1. Now Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Christian McCaffrey in the final seconds of the first half, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game being on the second half no matter what. Well, his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Steelers take over the 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Counter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
Check 99. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with 2nd and just 2 yards to go. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Express.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Newton delivers this one to McCaffrey. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On second down, McCaffrey. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
First and goal at the 1-yard.
They come out here in the I.
58 to Mike. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Shift, shift, shift. Shift, shift.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Again, a run with Counter. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll try and run forward with Counter. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. On first and 10 is Counter. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around.
Set 18, Gator.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
To go.
To throw on second down. Gordon. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Throwing on third and long. Gordon under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dayon Buchanan. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up fourth down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
He's out. He's checking crowd.
On fourth down, Gordon. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 26. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys to scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. On first down, Foreman. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 23-yard run. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. And that rushing touchdown is fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. On third down, it's Connor. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
At the 36-yard line.
On second down, it's Connor. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Panthers, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.